Okay, out here at SIV, I'll be going up. I got about, I think, 3 more people in front of me. I'm gonna be the second to last to go up. So for my first tow, I'm gonna go up and do some asymmetric collapses, full frontal, maybe a beeline stall, that's the plan. So we'll see, but yeah, nervous, but I'll be happy to have this first one in the books.
It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life.
So it's the morning of day 2, SIV maneuvers course. And so yesterday we did some asymmetric collapses and a symmetrical full frontal, so frontal collapse. And then we repeated those with speed bar. We started to get more aggressive with turns and weight shift. And today the plan is to continue with that, doing some more steep turns, maybe play with some spirals and some bigger wingovers. And yeah, hopefully get 2 more flights in today. And if I get that, I'll be pretty happy. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning. We're gonna get going here in about 15 minutes and head out in the boat to the tow spot and get in some more tows. Okay, we're day 2 at the SIV maneuvers course, and I've done 1 tow today, so that's 3 total. And I've kind of hit like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a mental block. I was trying to do spins on this last one and just really couldn't force myself mentally to pull more brake to really get the wing to spin. So yeah, I mean, I kind of thought that might happen. It's not gonna lie, it's intimidating being up there and trying to do that. So I'll probably do 1 more tow today and maybe just work on getting more comfortable with some steeper turns. It's always been something I've been nervous about, just not knowing the limits of my wing. So this is the place to do it. So we'll see if I can get up 1 more time today and work on that a little bit and just kind of see how that goes. And just keep progressing though. Like I'm getting more confident. I'm doing things I've never done before, even if I'm not progressing maybe as fast as some of the other people. I'm kind of progressing at my own pace, and that's okay. The point of SIV is to push yourself out of your comfort zone, to do things you wouldn't normally do in a controlled environment. And everyone comes in at a different skill level, and everyone hits a limit of what they're comfortable doing at different points. On day 2, I hit my limit. Being up at 3,000 feet is uncomfortable for someone who has a fear of heights. I'm a pilot that's afraid of heights. It's something I battle every time I fly, but I love to fly, so I do it anyway. And being up there and pushing yourself into these spirals, which are probably going to be really fun when I get myself to do them, but it means doing stuff with my wing that I have never done before. And I've always been way over conservative with my flying and how I throw the wing around in the air. I just really don't do that. And I started to do it for the first time in SIV, making some steeper turns, doing really proper weight shift, all these things that a lot of other pilots probably just do just because they're comfortable in that environment, where I wasn't. And so when we hit the spirals, that was the point where I just hit a mental block, where I just couldn't bring myself to do it. The instructor's going, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper, more brake. And my mind was just saying, no, I don't want to do it. And so after that 3rd flight, I landed, and I don't know, I really just kind of went, and I was feeling a little down at that point in the course because on day one, I was nervous about everything I had to do, but I got up there and I did it. You know, I fully committed to all those stalls and did stuff with my wing I never thought I'd do. And by day two, I had hit my limit. And so I spent some time down on the beach, just kind of relaxing, taking in the scenes, looking around, watching other people do their flights, and trying to figure out what I do for what I knew was going to be my last flight. At that point, I thought I just want one more flight, and I want to go up. I want to have some fun. I want to leave on a high note, and I want to work on a skill that is important to me. And for me, that was really just getting deeper in my brakes, being more comfortable with the wing, knowing what the limits were. And so I did. I went up, I did one last tow. I didn't record any of my tows on day two. At that point, I felt like the camera was a distraction, and I just wanted to focus on the course. And then I go up, I do my last flight, and nothing crazy. I just, I did some turns that were really just normal turns. But for me, were just deeper than I've normally done. Sitting in front of the LZ at a couple hundred feet and just slowly working my way down, doing S-turns all the way down to the ground. Well, not down to the ground, but S-turns until I was low enough to turn around, go downwind, you know, kind of enter a traffic pattern and land. That was really the first time I had kind of done that, like got to an LZ and flew a flight pattern that would keep me safe and upwind of the landing area. And then once I was low enough and knew I was low enough to turn and go and land. So little things, right? I mean, other people are doing stalls and wing, you know, crazy wing overs and things like that, and spins and spin awareness. And for me, that just wasn't where I was just not where I am at my skill level yet. So I think I came out of the course with skills that I can work on over the next year and improve and go back and do another SIV and kind of pick up where I left off. And then go back and do some spins, and not spins, but do some spirals, do some wing overs, and just slowly improve my skill set at the speed that I'm comfortable with. It's how I've always flown. It's how I plan to keep on flying. I want to live a long time. I'm not trying to hurt myself out here in this sport. I'm trying to do it as safe and responsible as I can, and at a pace that I feel comfortable with. So that was my experience with SIV. I highly, highly recommend SIV. I love doing this course. So I did this with Bozeman Paragliding with Annie McCrae from Bozeman Paragliding. He's the one that's on the radio talking through all the moves. You know, Lisa instructs with them. I mean, she's there on the ground doing ground school with you. Andy comes out and does some ground school before you get towed up. And I just felt very safe, very like well taken care of. No egos there. No one's pushing you to do stuff that you don't want to do. It was just all around a great experience. So hope you found this useful. If you're considering SIV and you're nervous about it, we all are, but my advice would be just to get out there and do it. It gives you way more confidence in your wing and your equipment. You know what the limitations of your gear are. You know how well that gear is going to take care of you. And you can do stuff that you're just not normally going to do on your own in this controlled environment where you've got people there to help. So big fan of SIV, really glad I did it. Hope you liked the video. Comment, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you like this crazy stuff. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Fly safe.